A close cousin to affirmation, it is using the power of positive thought to produce a desired result. We often use the power of intention in our everyday lives. If you have an important presentation at work, you might focus on your thoughts in the days before the presentation on speaking clearly and confidently. You might envision yourself being well received by your colleagues. You have set your intention to succeed in this presentation. By contrast, if you focus on the many ways your presentation could fail, and you succumb to your anxiety, you are much less likely to give a good presentation. How can this concept of setting your intention influence your journey through grief? Reconciling your grief. An important concept to keep in mind as you journey through grief is that of reconciliation. You cannot get over or recover from or resolve your grief, but you can reconcile yourself to it. That is, you can learn to incorporate it into your consciousness and proceed with meaning and purpose in your life. See Touchstone 9 for more on reconciliation. When you set your intention to heal, you make a true commitment to positively influence the course of your journey. You choose between being what I call a passive witness or an active participant in your grief. I'm sure you've heard this tired cliché, time heals all wounds. Yet time alone has nothing to do with healing. To heal, you must be willing to learn about the mystery of the grief journey. It can't be fixed or resolved. It can only be soothed and reconciled through actively experiencing the multitude of thoughts and feelings involved. Believe that life is worth living, and your belief will help you create the fact. William James. The concept of intention setting presupposes that your outer reality is a direct reflection of your inner thoughts and beliefs. If you can change or mold some of your thoughts and beliefs, then you can influence your reality. And in journaling and speaking and praying your intentions, you help set them. You might tell yourself, I can and will reach out for support in my grief. I will become filled with hope that I can and will survive this loss. Together with these words, you might form mental pictures of hugging and talking to your friends and seeing your happier self in the future. Setting your intention to heal is not only a way of surviving your loss, although it is indeed that. It is a way of actively guiding your grief. Of course, you will still have to honor and embrace your pain during this time. By honoring the presence of your pain, by understanding the appropriateness of your pain, you are committing to facing the pain. You are committing yourself to paying attention to your anguish in ways that allow you to begin to breathe life into your soul again. That, my friend, is a very good reason to give attention to your intention. The alternative would be to shut down in an effort to avoid and deny your pain, which is to die while you are still alive. Setting your intention. Spiritual pessimism versus spiritual optimism. In part, you can choose whether you intend to experience spiritual pessimism or spiritual optimism. For example, if you believe that God is vengeful and punishes us for our sins by causing the untimely death of someone we love, it will be next to impossible for you to make it through difficult times. Not only will you carry the pain of the loss, you will carry the guilt and blame about how sinful you are to deserve this in your life. By contrast, if you set your intention to be what I would call spiritually optimistic, and believe that embracing the pain of your loss can lead to reconciliation, you can and will survive. In this audiobook, I will attempt to teach you to gently and lovingly confront your grief. To not be so afraid to express your grief. To not be ashamed of your tears and profound feelings of sadness. To not pull down the blinds that shut out light and love. Slowly and in doses, you can and will return to life and begin to live again in ways that put the stars back into your sky. Express yourself. Go to the Understanding Your Grief journal.